One of the things
Um,
I find effective. So when somebody's posting, whether it's a personal anecdote with a business tie-in, you end your post with a question designed to hopefully um,
Bring an engagement.
stimulate engagement.
Yeah.
Is that a good
Yeah,
tactic, or is that just
it is.
I've
It is. And I think some people bury the lead there. I think they
yeah,
have this
seen that too.
long post and they put the question at the very bottom when you could lead with the
You
question,
could
or you could just
lead with it.
post the question,
Yeah.
right? Like don't don't overdo it. Um, I think too many people also write way too formally, like it's a business professional setting. And reality is, yeah, you might be in B2B, but everyone's a person. Everyone's a C at the end of the day, right?
Yeah.
And so you want to talk to people. You don't want to talk to companies.
Yeah.
So talk like you're talking to people, right? Like you
Well,
actually
isn't that
talk.
why maybe we're seeing after however many years and now a billion members of LinkedIn, we've we've moved beyond just the standard, here's my product in use and a pretty picture of it in you. And now we're moving into humanizing the people behind that business relationship,
Yeah.
whether it be um, here I am at the national conference in Orlando, um, and it's at a hotel with your colleagues, and then it's at the convention, and then there's a picture on the golf course and around the pool with a few people. The point is, I'm so sick to death in my industry of 100 posts a day with a pretty picture of an exhibit. Aren't we all pretty good at building something? And that, you know what? I get it. If you're proud of that thing that you just spent
Yeah. If you're
four
posting
months
that
giving birth,
once a quarter or something like that, it's
yeah.
not terrible. But if
But
it's
but
every day,
but what really cuts through the noise and the clutter for me is something fresh and different.
yeah.
And I think I want to believe that that's kind of behind the personalization, the picture that what I'm beginning to
Yeah.
see more of.
Well, it's always good to show a picture, to show a video, to use a GIF. I think one of the best things you can do, especially if you're like in a niche industry like trade shows, is taking memes and making them applicable to like your industry specifically. I'll give you an example of one. So I don't know if you got to watch The Last Dance with Michael Jordan, the documentary on Netflix and ESPN,
Many times
but
I repeatedly watched it over and over.
okay, so there's this one scene where it's with Dennis Rodman, and obviously we know Dennis Rodman's a character, but he's being interviewed, and he used to rebound for his teammates for like hours. Like he would go to their shooting practices and he would just rebound the whole time. And what he was really doing was he was studying how the ball bounced off the rim for different people based upon how they shot it and the spin on the ball and all this kind of stuff. And so he knew where to put himself on the floor based upon who was shooting and what the likelihood of where the ball was going to go and all this kind of stuff, right?
Interesting. Yeah.
Well, in the interview, he's describing that, and he's talking about it bounced this way, and then it clicks off the rim, and I go there, and then he's just using his hands, and he's talking about where the ball will go like this, and it's like 15 seconds of him talking. And if you're just watching the clip, you're like, what are you talking about, right? And someone, a lot of people have taken that meme and say, me listening to the guy demonstrate how to use Salesforce, right?
Right.
And immediately it resonates with you, like,
And all
what
you're
in the
seeing
world?
is the tomahawk chop.
Yeah,
Uh, Mark,
right.
yeah,
And
right.
so you could take that and you can make a post about, me explaining how, B matrix works or something like that,
Yeah.
right? And then it's specific. And now everybody who knows B matrix is like laughing because like, yes, like I know exactly what you're talking about, or like some industry specific software. And now the value that you've added is that you've helped people to feel understood and to laugh about something that frustrates them in their industry or something that they find funny or that clients never understand this, right? And so that's a way that you've added value and you've been able to develop a connection with other people in your industry. So that's another. I think too often we think about value being something that is specific to uh, the value that you can offer someone. But I think value can come in the form of connections. It can come in the form of people feeling understood, right?
Yeah.
And so it doesn't have to be something groundbreaking. It just has to be, here's an uncomfortable truth that we have in the industry. Here's the elephant in the room for our industry. Here's the things that we hate about our industry. Here's the things that need to be improved in our industry. And
The
people will resonate with that.